Before you watch the fan cam, we want to give a shout out to who, Matt?
Omley and Enzo Fernandez. Love the lid.
There you go. Download Omley, scan the QR code, or click the link in the description. Let's have it. From Chelsea Fan TV, my name is Alex. I'm outside Stamford Bridge with Nina. Absolute carnage today outside the ground, and for the last 10 minutes it was stressful, but 3 points. Any complaints, or do we go and we say, you know what, it's all sweet?
We are happy after this win. It could have gone either way, yes, but these were crucial 3 points and we came and we took them from home. So yeah, I'm really happy. Again, there was a nervy end to the game. The referee didn't help. We did hold our breath at times, but we managed to keep it 2-1. I think something we'll need to learn is maybe to control our leads better. We've seen that sometimes when we do lead first, it's easier to concede shortly after, which is, I mean, something that was the other way around last season. Yes. So again, we're talking about improvements from Enzo Maresca's press conference after. It sounds like he's pretty down to earth. He knows where our issues are, but he's also pretty happy with what we're seeing, and we should be happy. We capitalised on Villa and Brighton dropping points. Tottenham United lost today. We won. So what is there not to be happy about?
I'm with you there. I'm with you there. I mean, I will just put it out there though that I don't know what that's. What are you doing now, Jake?
Funny mood today.
Sorry, I'm getting really distracted. It doesn't usually happen. Yeah, for me, I look at the goalkeeper, and I think that's an area which you've spoken about as well. We certainly need to improve. Yeah. And I do think that unsettles our defence. But I was really happy with what I saw up top. I thought Jackson, wow. I mean, guy looks like totally solid. And every time we don't start on Nkunku, it pisses me off because I think we need to start this guy. He's so good. But then Jackson plays and I go, and it's just fair enough.
Yeah, I agree with you. And you know what you said at the start there, that defensively, even when we've not looked good, we've been able to outscore our opponents. I think that's why we've not really scrutinised our backline at times. I think, again, against Newcastle today, you could probably point out where defensive errors were made, but the fact that we are so threatening going forward and we look so dangerous constantly up front is a breath of fresh air. And sometimes when you're a team that's building and improving, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because we've learned how to score goals, we've learned how to capitalise on counter-attacks. Now it is just about fixing that defence a little bit more and players kind of solidifying that spot. But you know, you look at today, Reece James was at left back, Malo Gusto was at right back. That's something that is an experiment. You know, we're trying different things out. I think what Maresca said about he wants to see more leadership from Reece James, I think that is exactly what he wants to see. Reece James being the one that steps up, plays out of position, but also has a good game, so that someone like Malo Gusto can continue playing somewhere where he feels a little bit more comfortable, which is on the right. You know?
So you would say that worked then, James on the left?
I'd say it's not my favourite thing going forward. Reece James is our right back, and you know, he is an absolutely wonderful right back when he is fit, but the problem is, can he stay fit? I like the fact that he got his 90 today. You looked at the players and you saw how much that meant to them as well, to have Reece James on the pitch with them that whole time. But I think that is something that we'll have to work out. Why is Cucurella maybe not playing there on the left? You know, Vega, we've seen him there, but I think what he's trying to do is find a way to fit both maybe in that back line, because Malo Gusto, in Reece James's absence, was absolutely filling his boots at many times last season, and that was such a welcome problem to have, welcome asset to have in the team. So now that obviously Reece James is back, he wants to continue that, push it more, because you look at Malo Gusto, he's not a player that should be dropped or should be benched, because he's absolutely got the qualities to keep playing. But yeah, across the board, I mean, Cole Palmer, everyone was saying, where was he against Liverpool? Well, he's back here today. That pass in that team in the build-up for the first goal was just sublime. I mean, the absolute quality he has, and he does it so effortlessly. Yeah, here's a pass, Neto. Honestly, and obviously credit to Neto.
It's like Messi. Yeah. It's like Messi. It's not even a joke. The free kicks, nobody takes a free kick like Cole Palmer except Messi. I don't see players doing that. And the way he dropped from deep, I can't think of another player in world football that does that except Messi. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. But
I mean, that pass today, yeah, Messi-esque, as you like it. How many players have the football IQ to be able to lay off a pass like that? And of course, credit to Neto for chasing it up. His speed, that's a testament to his best qualities as a player. Brilliant, squares at Jackson's there, fantastic team goal, and you didn't see that last season either. But yeah, again, I'll praise Palmer and Neto the most today, because Pedro Neto, the whole 90 minutes, constantly moving, constantly fighting. He can play with his left and his right foot. He's got pace for days, and that's why in this game he started over Sancho, because Sancho offers something differently. Not necessarily that he's a better player, but Sancho's a bit too stop start, and sometimes he doesn't take it upon himself to provide that end product. You never know, you could try, shoot, maybe you miss, but Neto came close to scoring tonight. We've seen him do it in the other cup games, but he trusts himself. That's the Neto that caused us headaches when he was in a Wolves shirt last season in February, and that's the Neto we now have. So push him. I said he absolutely should be getting Premier League starts. He's got Premier League experience, and you saw today against Newcastle, a player with that much confidence, again, class on the ball, pace, all these qualities I mentioned are more than welcome in this starting lineup.
Yeah, I mean, do you prefer him on the left or the right? Because we all thought it was between Madueke and Neto, but actually it was Sancho who got dropped.
Yeah, I think it really does work on the left. I think it does. And again, I said he can cross with both feet, but he looks a little bit more comfortable on the left. At least in this game tonight he did. But it's a welcome problem again to have. That's for Enzo Maresca to work out. But someone like Neto, he can get you assists and goals. Sancho, yeah, too maybe, but at the moment he's not trusting himself to shoot, and I think that's what is favouring Neto from getting a start than Sancho, at least for this game anyway. But yeah, again, I said behind Cole Palmer, Neto in my opinion is our next best crosser in the team.
Next best crosser?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you. And in terms of the midfield, do we just stick with Lavia and Caicedo, or is there good reason after Enzo's performance in Panathinaikos in the six to maybe test him out there starting some games in the Prem?
Enzo was brilliant when he, played midweek. I think when he came on today, though, he did misplace a few passes. He struggled to kind of get into that game, but it was hard because he did come on when the game was already really hostile. We're at a result where we're not in the best position. Newcastle were really putting the pressure on, and I think he struggled to kind of settle into that quick momentum a little bit. But I do like Enzo Fernandez, but at the moment with Caicedo and Lavia starting, I do want to invite that to grow a little bit better, to see what we can get, because I think Lavia is a really good ball carrier. He plays the ball forward, he's physical, and I think you need a player like that playing against Newcastle with so much height, physicality in their team. You definitely need it. He's a welcome player to have. Caicedo also been improving, but yeah, I'd continue that. I'd push that a little bit more just to see how Enzo can get his kind of start again.
I'm with you. And what about for the Newcastle game on Wednesday? What changes would you make, or would you keep things similar?
Do you know what? I know that obviously Enzo Maresca has been switching it up entirely for these kind of midweek games, whether it be in the Conference League or the League Cup games, but I wouldn't actually change that much, purely because we are at St James's Park. Newcastle are still a tough opponent. We beat them today, but they did cause us some issues. If they had their better shooting boots on today, maybe they could have scored some more goals. And at the end of the day, let's not forget how difficult it was to play them last season as well. At the death, Mudryk scored. We could have never gotten to that cup final, right? So I think we shouldn't underestimate that game. Enzo Maresca should maybe keep some momentum going in this team, maybe keep the back line a little bit as well, because that's the one that when it chops and changes, that's where you get like the defensive errors. It's harder to adapt, but yeah, I'd still give opportunity to like Nkunku to play, for example, because I think he's proven himself in these other games and he deserves game time. I absolutely understand why Jackson's starting the Premier League games. I mean, today he's equalised Kai Havertz's league goals for Chelsea in many fewer games. I don't know how many exactly, but that tells you everything you need to know. And his hold-up play today, Alex, wow. He never used to stay strong like that in situations like that, but the way he can turn, just lay off the ball, whether to the left or the right, is something that's massively improved to his game. Nico, you're proving me wrong this season. I had doubts. I wasn't sure how you'd get on, but long may it continue.
Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Nina.
That was great.